Well, what's up, peeps?
Hello.
This is a lot more, this is a nice little ambience going on here. You got me and Natalie in the middle of the bleachers, but then they can see, like, everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's cold outside now.
Yeah. The weather is changing.
Yeah, the weather's changing. You could probably see in the trees, the
Yep.
leaves are changing.
Yes.
And life is good.
Yes, and we are now on episode 21.
Oh, yeah. We can drink in the States.
Is it 21 now?
It's gotta be
That we're on?
21.
We're on episode 21. Yeah.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
21.
yeah, it is, 'cause we did
Yeah,
last-
because the last one with the muffin.
Yeah.
So today we have a fun little episode, but I'll do my my opening monologue. But before I do my monologue, let me check to make sure focus is good. I think it's good, but
And this is definitely not getting edited. So what you're seeing.
no, we're doing live action. So and then it's funny because they'll see the focus do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so you'll go in focus, out of focus, in focus.
Oh, okay.
Really good. Okay. So a little monologue, and then I'll introduce the topic and everything, and we can start ramping from there.
Yeah.
So, dramatic pause. Your partner has a best friend of the opposite sex. They've known each other for years. They text, they grab dinner, and you're told it's totally platonic. But is it? Or are you low-key getting third-wheeled in your own relationship? Today we're talking about the gray area no one wants to admit they feel weird about. When your boo has a close friend that might technically not be a threat, but your gut says, So today we're talking about opposite sex best friends, especially in a romantic relationship.
Yes.
So your partner having a best friend, or you having a opposite sex friend, best friend, that kind of weird gray area where is it fine, is it not fine, what scenarios is it cool, where are people unsure about it, and then our opinions obviously, and what we know from the people we chat with all the time.
Yes.
So the first thing that I have written down for us,
Yes.
is it really truly possible to have opposite sex friendships without tension when you're in a relationship?
I think so. I've been in many where I've had.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yes.
I think that it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in a world where maybe I shouldn't say that.
No, finish your thought.
I was gonna say, in a world we either have men or women, so you only have two. Now I'm gonna get canceled because everyone's gonna be like, actually, there's like 100 genders. But okay, I'm gonna be very conservative and be two.
Okay.
But yes, so you have your two people. You have men, you have women. I think it's totally fine that you could be friends with all the people.
Yes.
Now, I will say there's different levels of friendships. Like, I don't think that you can truly, I don't think women can be friends with men to the point where they could be friends with women. And I don't think men can be friends with women to the point where they can be friends with their men.
Yeah.
I think there's another level of friendship.
Yeah.
And I think that territory gets into the world where the romantic world.
Yeah.
So the relationship world, when you get to that level of friendship. So I think that there's always going to be a pullback on the female, on the opposite sex side. But is it possible? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew we were going to be in agreement of that because that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, what instances would you say it's less so? Is there, I should phrase it like this. Where is there attraction? When is it not possible?
To not be friends with the opposite sex.
Well, it's okay. Maybe there's the Well, so the question I have here is, does attraction always linger in the background? And I think that's not, no.
I would say no. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Right? Because we talked about that in the last podcast where you could be friends for 10 years, have that attraction, but not say a word for sure. There,
So
can
does-
be.
so-
There could be
yeah.
nuances about it. You got a leaf in your hair. There could be like moments
Thank
when
you.
you see that look. Remember, like we talked about that sparkle, whatever. But you're not going to. It's an unspoken thing
Yeah.
between two friends. You're not doing anything about it. However, I think there can be an attraction. It's just if you decide to go through with that, even though you're in a relationship, whoever that may be. Like
Yeah.
you are me, whoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because like I don't. It's hard when you're speaking from the perspective of somebody who is very intentional with the relationships.
Yes.
Because in my mind, if I'm friends with a woman, that woman is never going to be a
Like a
potential, well, like a potential partner.
Okay.
Because my intention with them is always going to be friend.
Yeah. So you set those boundaries.
I set the boundary and I set the intention
expectations,
clearly.
yeah.
Now, of course, things can always evolve, but usually I'm very.
Yeah.
I would say that I try to make a point of always being clear with my intentions.
Yes.
So as not to have me be confused or other people be confused.
Yeah.
And so because I'm speaking from there, it's really hard when people are like, "Oh, but does an attraction linger?" It's like, no. If I'm friends with you,
Yeah.
I enjoy your company. I enjoy you as a human. I enjoy spending time with you. But the boundary is that we're friends,
Yeah.
not at that level.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I agree. I agree too. Like obviously, if your friendship is solid in that aspect, and you're deciding, okay, yeah, you've already set that out, then yeah, there's no room for error
Yeah.
in terms of like having that person of the opposite sex crossing that boundary.
Exactly.
Right?
I think where people get confused, or not people get confused, but where this question comes from is when the tactic that guys use, or girls use, but it's more like a guy thing, we'll call it, fucking men. So the tactic that guys use where instead of just like attempting to woo the woman, to go out with the woman, to court the woman, whatever word you want to use, instead of trying to do that and shoot their shot, they think, oh, what I'll do is I'll get in close with her, I'll get in tight with her, and then I'll, boom!
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I have you, now that you broke up with your boyfriend and I have that emotional side, I'll be like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
You're that person lingering. In the
lingering.
background. Yeah.
You're the person lingering because
Yeah.
you're just waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, we'll get into it more, obviously, but the argument that I always hear why men and women can't be friends is because, oh, there's always attraction. And my point would be, well, if you have that opinion as a man, is that because you can't set clear intentions with the women you're interacting with? And so in your mind, you're always the guy in the circle who's like, oh, given the chance, I'd have sex with you.
Yeah.
And there's all those, you see it all over YouTube and Instagram and everything, where they're like, call your man best friend and be like, yo, come smash tonight. And 9 out of 10 times they say yes. It's like, you have to be at a point with your friends where you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your friends should also be respectful in the fact if they know that you're in a relationship, they should respect that. And not be
but
not
this is
try to be sleazy about it.
But this is the problem, because there's
That's what I'm
guys who are
saying. Yeah.
in that friendship, in that bubble,
Yeah.
where given the opportunity, they would
yeah.
take it in a heartbeat.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
exactly.
100%.
And that's where it gets kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe don't be friends with those people. Here's a good one. What about exes as friends?
Yes. Can they be friends? Yes.
No.
Yes.
Send them. Send them away.
To the streets.
Back to the streets. See,
No, I can say that because I am friends with some of my exes.
and I'm not.
That's the difference.
So I would say that, so from my perspective, I've always found it hard to go, like any long-lasting relationship that I've had,
Yeah.
I found it really hard to go back to being friends. Because now you know them so romantically, so intimately, and to just shut off all the emotions, as I think I said last episode, to grow a tree from a seed and build it into this huge, amazing thing, it can't go back to a seed. It can't go
Yeah.
back to a small little sapling.
Yeah.
So my point was always that the emotions are there. They're going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
How can I be friends with somebody who I've invested so much time in emotionally? And so from that side, I'm like, no, that's no friends. Mutual.
Yeah.
I'll be mutual. I can interact with them in a scenario.
Yeah.
It was funny. I saw one of my exes recently. I was at a party.
Yeah.
And I was at a party downtown. A lot of people were invited, bada, bada, bada. And I see this, I don't know if I told you, I see this woman. And like, she's kind of familiar, but kind of not familiar. Like, I didn't really notice her. I kind of got her out of the side. I was talking to a couple business partner guys that I know, and I like kind of see her off to the side, but she's looking at me. And we kind of make eye contact, but I'm kind of like, okay, what are you looking at me for? You know, but you're kind of familiar and you're good looking, but like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, you know, she walked away and whatever, and I was continuing my thing. And then as I was leaving the party, because I was like, all right, this place, time to blow this fucking popsicle stand and get out of there.
Yeah.
As I'm walking out, that same girl's sitting at the bar, and she turns and she goes, hello, stranger, to me. And I go, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm just heading out. Sorry, bye. And I just leave. No, I didn't even recognize. And then what's fucked up is as I'm driving back in the car, I go, oh my God, was that, oh shit.
But fair enough, were you guys dating for a while?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Were we dating for a while? Yeah. This was like. I mean, it's an old relationship.
Yeah.
It was my 5-year-long relationship or
Oh,
6-year-long
shit.
relationship. Oh yeah. But like, we've changed so much as people. Like,
Okay.
I didn't, and I haven't seen her in like fucking years.
Okay.
Right? And we don't have each other on social media. We don't keep up with each other.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where I'm like, I was racking my brain thinking, who the fuck could that have been? That like knows me and would say hello, stranger, but like wouldn't.
Wow.
And as I was thinking, well, because like her hair was different, her everything about her was different.
You expect
So
somebody to
funny.
be the same within 5
No,
years?
well, I'm just like, I meet so many people that like that. And why would you intro with hello, stranger? I'm just thinking like, oh,
Well, what
this
are you
girl's
supposed
trying
to say? Hi, I'm your ex, the one that I dated for you 5,
No,
6
but like
years.
you could have said,
Hello?
you could have been like, yo, Nason, what's good? If you
What's
said-
cooking? Good looking.
You're right. You could have just been like, hey, Nason, and I would have stopped and been like, oh, you know my name. I'm thinking this girl's just trying to smash or hook up. I'm like, I don't have any more social battery. I'm out of there. Like I talked to the people I had to talk to. I'm leaving, right? Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
So obviously included afterwards, and you were just like, that was it. Like you were just like, shit, and you did.
Yeah. I was just like, oh. Well.
Damn. So hopefully the next time you see her, if you see her again, you'll be like,
I'm gonna meme on her so much. I gotta laugh so hard. She can be like, "Yeah, you walked out of that party without saying anything."
Asshole
I'd be like,
to me.
No. I do. I feel bad that I didn't stop. At the same time, I would like. I don't feel that bad.
Yeah. So
it was just one of those moments where I was like, "Oh my God, was that? Oh, that had to have been. That makes so much sense now." Oh well. And like, what am I gonna do? Text her? No, fuck that.
So how does it make you? How do you feel knowing that I'm friends with some of my exes? Like, are you just like, okay, that's cool?
No. But here's my thing.
Yeah.
I won't push I'll tell you my opinion. I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you my perspective and why it's the case.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight your opinion. Like, if it works for you, that's good.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like, are there some exes that you're friends with that I think you should, fucking to space? Probably, in my opinion. And do I think you're very sweet and very nice and, tolerate people a little bit too much? Absolutely. But I wouldn't. But those aren't bad traits. Those are like, okay, well, she's a good person.
Yeah.
She has a heart. She cares. Well, how can you say that's bad, right?
Yeah.
So my whole side of it is, I think it's fine. I think what I've told people is, if being friends with your ex works for you, and you're okay with that, good.
Yeah.
Like that's good. From my side, you're a little bit of a psycho. but hey,
that's why
whatever.
a lot of people say, straight up, like there's no hesitation. They'll be like, you're an ex for a reason. That's why.
Right. I get that. I think that's a little too black and white, like a little too absolute.
Yeah.
Because yes, you're an ex for a reason. That doesn't mean you can't be pleasant.
True.
It doesn't mean you can't be mutual. And there are some people who, like, there's a lot of my friends who cannot. I couldn't imagine a world where they weren't friends with their ex, purely because they're so akin, so alike to one another, that they have to have each other in their life in some capacity.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah, there's my one buddy who they would never last in a marriage because they are too similar. They are like literally if you took the same person and made a female version and a man version, that is them.
Wow.
And they are so alike, and they like enjoy each other's company so much, but they are so alike that all their problems are mutual problems, and they both get each other. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and they've tried it so many times to make it work. It doesn't work. They can't live together. Can't. But they have the best time when they go out together.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and see, this is where it gets into a little bit of icky water because you have somebody who has such a connection.
Yeah.
And like sex is great and everything about it is great, but they could never have a relationship because they get on each other's nerves because they do the exact same things to one another.
Yeah.
So
that's just wild to me, though.
Well, that's wild. And then they go off and they both have new partners now and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yes, they are so amazing, but do they just accept that can't happen? Because if everything is amazing when they're together for short periods of time, that's one of those, okay, well, maybe we can't be friends.
Yeah.
So that's something that I know they've struggled with. And I know that, they've both ruined one or two relationships seeing each other again.
Oh,
and then there's something to say about like, if you're orbiting your exes, they're never really truly done.
Yeah.
And they're always going to come back. Like at least, I've always liked people are like, oh, well, you're not even giving them room to change and come back. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not hard to find.
You had that opportunity.
Well, you had that opportunity, but also like, I'm not hard to find.
Yeah.
If you think you've smartened up and you want to try things again, you can find my information. You can send me a big message. You can let me know, and we can go out for coffee and we can chat about it if I'm inclined to do so. But it's like, allow them that space to grow as a person and come back.
Yeah.
Don't make it too easy is my whole point. Because if they're always orbiting, and then, a few drinks start flowing, and you're like, oh, well, we've done this before, so why not do it again?
Song and dance.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
What are healthy boundaries with opposite sex friends while in a relationship? I have some follow-up questions if we want to get more into it. Is one-on-one time okay? Should there be curfews? Shared friend group limit? Should you know everything they talk about?
So
this is in a relationship context.
So one-on-ones I think are fine. Especially
Depends.
Okay. So let me rephrase that. If I were to be dating somebody who has somebody, obviously, that's a really good friend of the opposite sex, I would hope on the assumption that my boyfriend would introduce me to their so-sen.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Yeah.
So that would put anybody's mind at ease. Unless you're the type of person that's not jealous, okay? Which there are people out there that are like that.
Yeah,
for me,
I'm
not like that. Like, I don't get jealous. I would like to know who that person is, because then after a while you're feeling okay, you're comfortable, like that's it, there's nothing more. You know what I mean? Like it puts your mind at ease and your feelings and your tension about how you're feeling about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I would say I'm kind of along the same point where it's not even like getting to jealousy point. It's like the jealousy comes without understanding intention.
Yes, exactly.
And so when you're like, hey, this is so and so, meet my boyfriend, meet my partner. Well, now it becomes, okay, I know this person.
Yes.
The problem is when it's like, oh, I'm going to hang out with this guy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to hang out with this guy.
Yes.
Or this, in your case, I'm going to hang out with this girl. And you're like, can I talk to this girl? No,
yeah.
you
But
know.
this is why when I'm with somebody, I give that person context as to, okay, I'm hanging out with who, oh, they'll be like, oh, well, who's that? I'm like, oh, it's this person that I've been friends with for a while, and I'll give them the rundown. And when I'm with them, I'll show them a picture of my friend. And then if they want to meet them, hey, that's no problem. I don't have a problem doing that. Like, I'm very open to that, because somebody who's in a relationship and 100% in a relationship should have nothing to hide between your best friend and you of the opposite sex.
See, that's interesting. I even pull it back a bit.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes there's not like, I mean, I'll say it in the work context though, because like friendships is a little bit different, like just purely friends. But like I work with a lot of females in my industry, and there's a lot of really talented females that you just work with by nature of the beast.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm not going to invite my girlfriend along to go
No.
out to a business meeting with me where I'm like having lunch with a production designer.
No.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be taking photos of them and sending them.
Yeah.
But I'll still give context and everything.
Yes.
But then again, I mean, I don't know. There's both sides to it where it's like, okay, that's work. Like, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
And then you get the argument of, oh, well, work is where connections are made. And
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
But
It's
I've always grown, and as I'm still in like, you know, in life and whatever, I'm always saying, these people are like my village. These people are like, you're my homeboy, you're my homegirl, whatever. These people will always be there when you are gone. If you're gone, whenever that is.
Yeah.
So they've been there from time, and it's like, and they will be there. So for me to choose having a best friend or a relationship, obviously I'm gonna choose like my best friend depending on the situation.
Yeah,
you know what I
of
mean?
course.
But I mean, like, I try to give many opportunities and every instance to answer the questions when it's proposed to, like when it's asked to me of like, who is this? And I'm getting grilled on, because it's fair. Okay, fine, you're gonna have that. Like if my boyfriend was to say, oh, I'm hanging out with Shelly. Who the fuck is Shelly? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Shelly's my friend. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe I might have a little bit like, okay, I'm not sure because like,
right, because I haven't met this girl. I don't know what the intention is. She kind of came from left field.
Yeah.
Like, it's always the unknown that always makes
100%.
people go,
Yeah.
what's going on with this?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're cool enough to have a vibe setting where a bunch of people are meeting, and I meet this Shelly, and she seems like down to earth, and like there's nothing, like, and usually women's intuition is good. You know this, right?
Women's intuition is good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
if
agree.
I'm not feeling a ways about it, then I don't give a fuck. Go hang out with Shelly. I'm not expecting you to have a curfew. Okay, with regards to the curfew, I don't care about a curfew. Why?
Within context.
Yeah. So within context, like, okay, fine. If you want me home at a specific time and I'm hanging out with you or whatever, and I'm like, okay, fine. I'll be like, well, we're only doing this, and you know, if my boyfriend's like grilling me, I'm like, okay, fine. You know, just to appease him, I will. There are instances where I will make myself have a curfew,
Right. Well,
but I'm not gonna like blatantly be
But
like,
it's
well,
like-
fuck you. No, I'm
No,
not.
exactly. Like if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get dinner. I'm gonna go do dinner and a movie with Natalie.
Yeah.
Then
It's like dinner and a movie with me.
Right.
That's it.
Or we do a movie and a dinner afterwards. Or just like drinks. Drinks can take all night.
Yeah.
You can party till the wee AM, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if everything's fine
Yeah.
and like, you know, there's no bad intentions, then curfews are kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Or curfews are weird to impose. Like, I understand. You know what, guys, I get it. People are going to be like arguing and whatever. I get imposing curfews in certain instances. And if your gut is saying, hey, you're only allowed to be out till this time with this person, you're probably picking up on some string. That's something that remind me to go back to that point because I have something else about that. But
That's right.
yeah, if my girlfriend texts me, hey, I'm going to go hang out at Dan's house, Dan's apartment, and we'll probably be hanging out there until like 4 a.m., I might go, okay.
4 a.m.?
Well, yeah. Why 4 a.m.? or hey, yeah, we're not quite done at his apartment yet, and I'm like, okay, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I might be like,
And when are you wrapping this up?
yeah, I might be like, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that might be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But like if I know Dan well and
Yeah.
Dan's like a good friend of mine, or like we've gotten close.
Yeah.
Well, then it's more like, and then there's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go back to Dan's house just to sort some shit out and help him out because his mom's coming into town or whatever. I don't know, fucking stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Another thing too. Okay, so
Cycling back to that,
what was I saying?
you were talking about the whole relationship and like, oh no.
Fuck. Shit. I was saying, cycling back to relationship and curfews.
Yes.
And wee hours in the morning.
Wee hours in the morning, yes. And then how you were talking about if you knew somebody, but if you don't really know them, you were kind of not sure.
Fuck, it's okay. The point will come
About
back
that?
to me.
Yeah.
Essentially, but what I'll say is, this is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, whenever I talk to people about this, everybody always comes up with like, oh well, like hanging out independently with a guy is fine if they're doing coffee and they've known each other for a while, but dinner gets into weird territory, drinks gets into weird territory. It's like, okay, the core feeling here is if you're trying to implement a curfew or trying to get them to not hang out with somebody, what you're probably likely picking up on is a small gut instinct that says there's just something weird about this scenario.
Something off, yeah.
And men and women, if you're fucking guy or girl, whoever, if you're dating somebody and they got you Googling shit to try and decode how they're acting or what they're doing, or you guys are using Chat BFF, that's a big flag that your gut is saying, there is something wrong with this scenario. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm uncomfortable about it in X amount of ways. Now, usually that's relieved by a conversation with your partner, or I would fucking hope so. But likely you're picking up on something. Like, yeah, if you get a cryptic message being like, hey, I'm just gonna go hang out with Dan, you know, I'm not sure how long it'll be, but I'll let you know when I like get home safe. Have a good night. Well, that's probably like,
okay, fair enough. But I did that with this person.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're like, what do you mean you don't know what time? I was like, well, I don't know what time Nathan's schedule is like free up at.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense.
But this is earlier in the day.
Yeah, but I was like, it does make sense because he's in meetings and he's not sure what time that's going to be done. And then he's got like other things on the go. So I'm not sure, but we're supposed to be filming today. I just can't give you an exact time.
Right.
And they were like, well, that's just weird. And I'm like, it's not weird because
I would agree that's not weird.
That's the nature of his business. I can't say to you, and then the time comes and you're like, where are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's fine. I would say that's him just being a little bit controlling of wanting to know it. Oh yeah. Well, him wanting to know
underlying
and whatever, you know, he wants to be respected. He wants you to prioritize him, like all those things, and I get those. I get it, but yeah, like that circumstance, okay, well, you're doing a business venture, you're doing podcasts with this person, there's evidence of that. Like you can't really call it anything other than that because that's exactly what it is.
I guess it just depends on per person, on like each person in that relationship, right?
Well, like you could feel some type of way about it. You could be like, wow, like, you know, Natalie's prioritizing Nathan over me. Like that kind of sucks if I'm supposed to be her man. Like, I could get that.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, bro,
but I would still fight that. I would still fight that. And I have done that. And I'm like, you can't fucking come at me like that. You know, like, come on. Like, if you got a problem with that, then, again, me as the girlfriend, if my partner had a problem, I'm like, you know what? Just to ease your fucking mind, I'm going to call Nathan up and be like, hey, Nathan, are you free to meet up for a coffee? Because so-and-so wants to meet you because he doesn't believe the shit that I'm telling you. Yeah, sure. Then I have nothing to hide.
No. Well, it all comes back to intention.
Exactly.
If you have nothing to hide, you'll be putting out to the universe that you have nothing to hide.
100%.
And usually people pick up on that pretty well. I mean, humans are pack creatures, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? The topic of jealous partners, because I've encountered this many, many times where I just have a friend or I appreciate a girl a lot or I'm friends with her or whatever the case is, and I'll do nice things for her just because I'm like, I appreciate you and I see a void, I see a need, so I'm helping you.
Yeah.
And oh boy.
Because they think that you're stepping in.
I get it so much. I don't get in trouble. The girl gets in trouble.
The girl gets in trouble.
And then she lets me know that she got in trouble.
That's right.
But like, there's been times where like, I've taken a girl out for dinner because I'm like, well, we're finished the meeting. We have to talk more. Why not go get food? I'm fucking hungry. Are you hungry? Okay, great. And so I'll be like, oh, well, there's this nice restaurant here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, great. And this is a girl I work with all the time. And I've worked with her on lots of projects.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from the boyfriend afterwards.
You?
So the dinner was like, I think it was like a $250 dinner and whatever else. I think I ordered a bottle of wine and we were chatting and figuring this project out that we were doing. And then I got a call from the boyfriend after when she got home. Mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, I didn't appreciate you taking my girlfriend out for dinner and then paying for the bill. And I was like, why? She works with me. She works for me. I was just doing a nice thing. I don't understand why you would have any grief for that. I hope you're not giving her a hard time. And he's like, well, I don't like that because I feel like you're stepping in on my territory.
There you go.
I'm like, I'm not stepping in on your territory. I did something nice. I don't know why you have to posture like this. Like, you're not a big man. Like, I don't, it's like, I don't understand. Like, I did something nice for her. Like, thank God she has somebody who could do nice things for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have enough nice things being done for you.
Yeah. And how did that go?
And then he was just like, okay, well, I'm just giving you a warning. That's why I called. And I was like,
how about off to the
I was like, okay, go fuck yourself. It's like, I was just like, okay, like, whatever, man. Have a good night.
Should be like the Queen of Hearts. Off with her head!
Right. And then next time I saw this girl, I was like, what
was
that?
Hell? Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, he took your number out of my phone. And
that's the worst part is like, it now hinders on your friendship.
Well, that's what it turns into. And she's like, I know, like I meant to send you a message about it, but I was worried he'd call you again. And I'm like, this is so fucked up. Anyways, they're long since broken up, but that's another.
Damn.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the worst.
Or
That's the worst.
Or I love when I hear about shit like there was this one girl who she really liked the hand soap at a restaurant, or like we were at a coffee shop or something.
Right.
And she really liked the hand soap and Le Labo.
Okay.
And I happen to know a few people who work at Le Labo, and so I was like, okay, you know, like I kind of put it in the back of my mind, and I happened to be talking to one of my friends who works at Le Labo, and I was like, yo, could you put aside, or could you bring me a bottle of this when we meet up for lunch? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Brings me a bottle of this. Next time I see her, I give it to her. Well, sure enough, when I see her 2 weeks later,
Got shit for that.
she was like, yeah, you know, my boyfriend was all annoyed that I had accepted that gift from you. Or she was like, oh, let me know when I can bring you the hand soap or something. And I was like, what, why? And she's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend's all upset that I got this gift from you. I said, why? It's a fucking hand soap that you said you liked, and I happen to have a connection who can bring you a bottle of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, all this to say, there's been all these instances where you do nice things for people for the opposite gender, opposite sex, and you hear them get in shit, you get in shit. I remember I was out with friends at a bar, I bought a girl a drink, the boyfriend came after me. Now, okay, when I'm drinking, I like to fight.
I have to see this side of you.
I love to fight, but that's besides the point. Like not tussle, but I like to run my mouth and whatever, do stupid shit. And if I'm in the right mood, oh boy, we're tussling. But anyways, so yeah, when he came at me and I was like a couple drinks deep, I was like, yo, all right. But watch out, because I got boys in the bar, so you're good.
Oh, shit.
I hope you have friends, but anyways. Yeah. So what were you going to say?
So, okay, going back to the whole boyfriend or girlfriend getting upset. So say, I've told you about this story before. I was with somebody for a long time, and I asked them about this account that was on their screen or whatever. Remember I talked to you about this? I was like, who's this? And why do you have their account? I mean, why? They got upset. Okay? So, and they got defensive. They're, why are you asking that? I said, well, hold on a second. I said, if she's just a friend. I'm like, okay, but if she's just a friend, why are you getting all upset? Why are you getting defensive? There's no reason for you to be that way unless you're fucking her or you're doing something with her.
Right, well, you're doing something that would jeopardize the relationship.
Exactly. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so then again, why do you have their account? Well, you could get your own, and you're using their account. Oh, she just lets me use it. Okay, that's it. And I'm like, wow. Okay, well, fuck that.
Well, and then obviously you know what's going on.
Clearly.
You know they're screwing around.
But
or they're
then just
fooling
tell
around.
the fucking truth. Just say, I'm fucking her every once in a while when you're not here. I'm fucking getting her pussy, and I'm getting my dick fucking sucked. Like, that's all you gotta say.
Boys, if you're cheating on your girl and she catches you, just admit to it.
Yeah, it looks so bad
you are better off growing a backbone and being a man, or a woman if you get caught cheating, whatever. You're better off growing a backbone and being a man, and telling her like, look, I love you so much, but yeah, I've been getting my dick sucked here and there. You know, I love you. Right. Well, whatever. But like, take the consequence.
Exactly.
It's like you were fucking around. Now you got to face the music for it.
Thank you.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Like you did it. You made the choice.
Yeah.
Why are you sorry for it? You're not.
Exactly.
And then the best thing is when people go, "Yeah, I'm sorry." You're not sorry. You just want to change the topic.
That's exactly
You're
it. Because you
sorry.
don't want to take accountability.
Right. Exactly. Oh yeah, you know, whatever. I went out with him a few times. Sorry. It's like, you're not sorry.
Yeah.
You just want to change the topic.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Sweep it under the rug.
Exactly. And forget
Carry
about
on. Yeah.
If you're cheating on a girl, just be like, yeah, you know, me and her hung out a few times. We did a few things. And she's letting me use her Netflix account. But but that's just so that we can hang out and we can enjoy Netflix together, baby. I love you. Blah, 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 blah. Well, but you got to go for it. Like, you got to tell her that the truth and swing for the hills. If she slaps you and says, go fuck yourself and leaves, all right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then you text her the next day and be like, missing you.
Hey, baby. How are you? Who the fuck are you, baby?
Right, and then what's that song? Is it George Michael or what's his name? Fuck, where he goes, how can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Yeah, you play that song, you turn the music down when she answers. Baby. How can we be lovers if we can't be friends?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I know, right? Block, delete.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. You just gotta tell the truth. Just fucking own it.
I know. Own it for what it is.
Yeah, you know, I fucked around with her once or twice. Yeah, oh yeah,
Then,
I did this.
yeah,
Oh.
then you're not for me then, right?
You
They're
put
not
it,
for
you just exactly, and you just put it in their court because there's girls who will just be like, you better not do it again. Okay, well, I love you, baby. So yeah, I won't do it again. Not with her.
Yeah. Someone else.
then
Next
they
thing
go,
you know,
"Wait."
the accounts change names to someone.
Yeah, right. And then you're like, why can't you buy your own Netflix account?
Yeah. God damn it.
And it's so funny too because, like, people try so hard to cover cheating.
Oh yeah.
But it always comes out in the stupidest ways.
It does.
Like,
It slips
why are
up.
you logged into this girl's Netflix
That's
account? And then they get defensive and you go, oh, now I know what's going on. Or you see like a love note written, or like it's always something fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. You're absolutely right.
Fucking. Okay, here's an interesting question.
Yes.
When does the friendship with the opposite sex while you're in a relationship, when does it cross into emotionally cheating?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's
Do you have,
really
like,
interesting.
Do you have sub questions like
I
that?
do.
Or, okay.
Is it about intent or the impact that person has? Does secrecy or secrecy, secrecy, does that equal guilt? Does secrecy equal guilt? If I'm quiet about what I talked about with my opposite sex friend, does that mean I'm guilty? What if you're venting about, what if they're venting about you to this friend? That's my other sub. So those three, it's like, one, I'll say that emotionally cheating is definitely about intent.
100%.
It's definitely about intent. Like, why are you going out, like, the big thing. Am I going out to hang out with this friend because I actually genuinely enjoy her company?
Yeah.
Or am I going because I want, to get this female bullshit off my chest with somebody who's going to agree with me?
Yeah.
Like, then it turns into, well, are you trying to use them as emotional support? Or are you just genuine friends?
Yeah.
Because it's actually funny. There's been a couple times now where I've been interacting with friends or like people that I work with and friends, and we've been sitting there and I'll mention like a friend, like I'll mention like one of my animals, or I'll mention this, or I'll mention that, and they'll go, I've known you for 4 years and I didn't even know that you had a dog. And I'll be like, oh shit, really? You never knew that? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah. What
Yeah.
else don't I know? And then of course you start comparing notes and you realize that they don't know a lot about you because
Yeah.
you just don't talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I think if your intention is to go and seek emotional support from a person, that's when it's emotional cheating. Because it's like, oh, I'm not getting, when you're going to get something you don't get from your partner.
Yes.
Oh, me and my partner, we live together, we support each other, we have lots of sex, we do this, we do that. But he gives me money or she gives me money or whatever the agreement is. But I don't get emotional support. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can cry on my partner's shoulder, so I'm going to go to this other person to cry on
Yes.
their shoulder.
I agree.
Well, now that's the problem.
No, but I agree with you 1,000% on that. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're whatever you're not getting from your partner, if you're getting that from your close best friend, whatever, of the opposite sex, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Those things should come from your partner. We're like, that's plain as day, okay?
Yeah.
But obviously, lots of times it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you're seeking out from other people or
That's it.
other avenues around you that provide that, and you know fully well that they provide that. And yeah, I think that it is, because there's like certain things that's like, even if you're talking to them about a certain topic that maybe they're not comfortable with, then you go talk to them about something else. You're talking to your partner, your best friend about that. And then it's just like, well, why didn't you tell me? Like, your partner's like, why didn't you tell me? But you can't understand. Like, you every time I try to bring up certain scenarios or certain instances, you say that you get it, but you don't get it. Like, you're not giving me that validation that, okay, yeah, you know what, you're right. Like, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Yes, and another very interesting point, because as you're saying this, I'm just thinking about all these aspects. I don't even think that an opposite sex friend can really get to a best friend point. Like, that's where I think you have to go to, for a guy, you have to go to your guy friends.
Yeah.
And for a girl, you go to your girlfriends. Because if you need emotional support, those are the people that should be giving it to you outside of your partner,
Yes.
outside of your family, right?
Yes.
Those are the people that give it to you. When you start going to the opposite sex for that emotional closeness, that's when the relationship starts to tear at the seams.
100%,
Because
yeah.
the emotional cheating is the basis for what comes next. The
Yeah.
physical cheating, the changing, all that's what it turns into. And in the same breath, cheater's going to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do anything about it. Like you shouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah.
You should just be aware if that's the case.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, you should be paying attention, be mindful of what your partner is asking and their needs and wants.
Exactly.
And trying to provide that, or trying to find a way to help them go through those things, as opposed to being like, well, throw your hands up in the air. Exactly. So they're running to whoever, you know what I mean? Like, the whole point of like being in a relationship is to understand. And if you're not, you're building that understanding of how how you operate, how I operate, and how we get through issues and problems and solve them, right? That's the whole point. You shouldn't. I mean, granted, some things, okay, yeah, you're going to go to your best friend because obviously it's like they may not completely understand that whole world or that dynamic. But I mean, for the most part, you're supposed to be able to talk to your partner. They're supposed to be your safe space. They're supposed to be that person that you're supposed to lean on.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I would say it's all intention. Like impact is kind of impact is a conclusion.
Yeah.
Like the amount of impact that a person has on your life.
That's
is
right.
Like, because like me and you could go out and you could be telling me about, I had this thing happen, I'm curious what your opinion is, and I could be talking to you and you could have a eureka moment that rehashes your whole opinion of life.
Right.
Well, that I would say is a crazy impact, but the intention isn't to emotionally cheat. So I would say it's all about intention and what you're looking to do. Are you looking to fill a void? Are you looking to do this? You have to really ask that question and then maybe stop yourself if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Are some people more chill about this than others, or is that a red flag?
More chill about what?
More chill about male partners, female partner, like
I don't think most are. No.
Well,
no. I just told you when we were out that I have a friend who can be possessive, and like, I don't know to what degree. I'm sure everybody can be possessive to certain degrees, but there are some people that just may not be cool with it because their mind is racing and just like.
Well, so interesting. The second question that I have, the sub questions, is it confidence or detachment? And then the next one is, do different genders perceive these friendships differently? So my thing on this, I think everybody innately knows that that it's all a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
And it really depends because, like your boyfriend, if you had a boyfriend and he was like, oh, this nascent guy, you hang out with him a lot, you do this podcast together, like I'm a little bit hesitant about him. If he came and sat with us and did a podcast with us, or we had dinner or we did whatever, afterwards he'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Like
I
fucking
understand.
all I think is a J on the train.
Yes.
So it was me, Natalie's daughter, and her boyfriend, and we were going downtown on the train. And we were on the train and it was crowded, and so we were all like kind of sardined in there. And so me and Natalie are making jokes and like knocking into each other and whatever else, having a good time. I'm bugging Maddie, I'm bugging and everything. And then the boyfriend, that was the first time meeting him, and we were both kind of just like, he was kind of there, I was kind of there. And then when we get downtown, I'm like running ahead and I'm like, come on, let's go. And so, and then Natalie's like, holy shit, you're running away. And she's like grabbing my backpack and like, we're just having a good time. And so this guy, the boyfriend's like, whoa, what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
And then by about like, I'd say an hour into it, him and I were walking around chatting, having a good time. And he's like, oh.
Yeah, he
This
understood.
this is just how Nathan is.
Yeah.
And the things I was worried about were just because I hadn't yet gotten to know how he is, right?
Yeah.
It's not like he's changing with me in this. And then we had a great time. We had some drinks and we did everything.
And somebody's dime.
Okay. So this is interesting because I wanted to mention a couple of things. So the two parts. So remind me of somebody else's dime.
Yeah.
That'll remind me.
Yeah.
Somebody else's dime. So the first thing I want to say is do opposite genders interpret this differently. I think that women are a lot more in tuned. They have that intuition. And so I think that women are a lot more hesitant. And I say this because all the girlfriends I've had, all the women that I've dated, are always like, whoa, you hang out with a lot of women. And I was like, well, that's the nature of my job. Like, there's a lot of really good women in this industry. There's a lot of really good men. So I'm going to, make sure I work with those people. And I'm going to make sure I foster those relationships.
Yes.
Because I need it to be that I can call them and they're going to pick up the phone. And sometimes I need it to be like, the job is going to be kind of hard and the money's not great, but I'll do it because of NASIS.
Yeah.
Because the project still has to be good despite the pay and despite everything. So
Right.
I have to foster those relationships, so I try and take people out for coffee and dinner and whatever. So there's always that hesitation. Usually once they meet them, they're fine.
Yeah.
But every so often, and I wanted to see what you thought about this, every
Yes.
so often I'll have a partner,
Of course.
a girlfriend or whatever, be like, the way that girl looks at you, I don't like that. And then I'm like, okay, I have no intention behind it.
Yeah.
I have nothing, but what am I supposed to do when I have somebody who I work with, who I interact with, and she's like, the way she's looking at you with those lovey-dovey eyes, I don't like that. Because in a heartbeat, she will take that opportunity. No, I'll argue with her and be like, not argue with her. I'll say, I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case, because there's been lots of moments
Yeah.
before you were around
Yeah.
where she could have done that.
Yeah.
And she's like, there's something there.
Right.
And, women are usually right, unfortunately.
Yes. So
Intuition.
So it's possible that she could be right,
Mm-hmm.
right? If she's seeing these things, like as we just talked about earlier on in this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you obviously said that I'm sure you vocalized that there could have been opportunities.
That's exactly what I just said. There's
Yeah.
lots of
So
opportunities.
So she should be okay with that answer. I would be okay with that answer. But
There you go.
again,
That's a good point.
everybody is different.
Well,
and this
it's
is
like-
based on past relationships, past circumstances that
Yes.
they've been in. So it feeds into their insecurities.
Yes, and
right?
I'll also say, like the part too that threw me off with this was do something about it. I'm like, okay, well, I have a person who works well.
Yeah.
And what I'm just supposed to like not hire them?
Yeah, no,
anymore?
that she's basically saying like cut them. Like you're not on
Right,
your
right.
roster. Don't call them for anything.
No,
but no,
that's
that's,
not how that
not
works.
fair to you because that's
Yeah.
a detriment to
Yeah,
your
it makes my life harder.
Yeah, it's a detriment to where you're built and growing into trying to do. So no. That's why sometimes I feel like I have to stand firm and be like, no, he's my friend or they're my friend or whatever. If you've got a problem with that, then you know what? You can go over that way. Because I don't need to be dealing with this every single time I'm telling you I'm going to be going out.
But there's something, and I will say though, there's something nice about having your partner who you're like, hey, I'm worried about this person.
Yeah.
And they kind of put it to you straight and they're like, look, they're my friend.
Yeah.
I enjoy their company. We're doing this, we're doing whatever.
Yeah.
100% do not worry about them because they are like, that is not even in my mind.
Yeah.
Now, if they go cheat on you with them, okay, well, obviously that's wrong.
Yeah.
But it's nice when people are serious because the alternative, usually when people are guilty, they go, why are you even asking me that?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. They get defensive.
Right, they get defensive about it. But
Yep.
if they're like adamant about like, they're my friend, we hang out, I have a good time with them, I enjoy them as a person, we're good.
Yeah.
I'll feel pretty good about
Yeah.
that because you'll hear it in their voice.
That's right.
And then obviously people lie, but that's a whole other side too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
now
on the dime thing.
on someone else's dime, a lot of the times, and I'll say this because I feel like I get in trouble for it a lot. I'll do nice things for people, specifically women.
Yeah.
I'll do nice things for women, and then I hear about how the boyfriend didn't like that.
Right.
And so my observation of that, because I've always been curious why that is, my observation of that is when you do something nice for somebody, you unknowingly are doing a trigger. You're activating a trigger on somewhere that they're lacking in life. And the reason I say on the dime is because so many times I've just like been out for lunch or been out for breakfast or been out with somebody in some capacity for work, for this, for that, whatever. And I've just picked up the bill because I think it's nice to treat your friends and to treat people who you're working with and whatever to food, especially when it's like a fucking $20 meal. Like,
Yeah.
It's the least you can do.
Yeah.
Or a coffee or whatever. And there's been so many times where I've gotten the stink eye.
From the opposite.
Oh, from the boyfriend?
Because of that?
Oh, yeah. Buying girls drinks at the bar. Like, this is girls I know, okay? Yes, obviously if a guy and a girl are hanging out and I walk up and I'm like, hey baby, can I buy you a drink? Obviously
Yeah.
that dictates the stink eye. But when I work with people all the time, I remember there was one time we went out for a rap period in the winter season because we had done like, me and like my team of like 20 people, I'd done like job after job after job. We'd done like 3 weeks of work straight. Mm-hmm. And we all went for wrap drinks, and it was like, bring your partner, bring your friends, bring whoever. We're just going to this bar to drink a lot. And so I was drinking with all the people that made it possible. And so I was buying girls drinks and whatever. And I just remember like this one girl, she was like keeping up with me. She's like, I'm keeping up with you tonight. So we're getting fireball shots and doing whatever. And I just remember the boyfriend standing there looking at me just
fuming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So did he have words with you?
No, he didn't say anything to me, but I could tell he was angry with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but like, you know, you're boring. Why is that my fault, right?
It's not.
Like she wants to have fun. She's an outgoing girl. She wants to drink and have fun. You're DD. You don't want to dance. You don't want to drink. You don't want to do anything. Like, yeah, it sucks. Another thing that happened, I went out with my buddy, Mr. Joey there. I know Joey sometimes watches these, so Joey, welcome to the podcast. I may have mentioned you a few times. Oh, I wonder if he'll know. So me and Joey went down to a wedding in North Carolina.
Okay.
And we got an Airbnb and we hung out and we explored the town and whatever, but we were there for a wedding. And me and Joey like to drink and get down on the dance floor.
Oh, I think you told me
I
the
do,
story
yeah.
at the different, yeah.
And guys, if you're not going to dance with your wives, somebody else is going to dance with your wife. And I'm not trying to bang your wife. I know you guys I know you're all married. I know they're all married.
Yeah.
But if they come and they dance with me, I'm gonna have fun and dance with them.
Yeah.
And it's not gross dancing. Like it's not bumping and grinding or she's not twerking on me or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, swing dancing and doing and having fun and enjoying yourselves. But if two young guys are having fun, breaking it down on the dance floor, and all the women want to dance, and all the men are off to the side going, oh, dance? I don't dance. They're gonna come to the dance floor and they're gonna see two other guys dancing, and they're gonna dance with us.
Yeah.
So there was a moment where we had all the women, and me and Joey were dancing around, dancing with one, and then we'd spin her away, and we'd go to the next one, and we were doing all this, and we were the only two guys on the dance floor. Oh boy. I just remember, laughing so hard with Joey, because Joey comes over to me and goes, we have an audience. I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean an audience? He goes, just look behind you. To dance around, turn around, and there's like all the husbands with their drinks, like, and I start laughing. Who invited these fuckers, right? And I was one of those moments where I was like, well, fuck, Joey, like, if they're gonna be boring and stand off to the side, it's not our fault we're dancing with your wives.
Yeah.
And he's like, should we get out of here? And I was like, yeah, we should get out. And then it was like at that point, I think the DJ said like, oh yeah, we're going to do one more song before we have to close it up here.
Yeah.
And then all the husbands were like, we're going. And they came and they grabbed their woman, pulled them away. And me and Joey were like, okay, thank you, North Carolina. See you later. It was so bad. It was so bad. Anyways, all this to say, like, I get in a relationship, I'd feel pretty shit if like I wasn't fulfilling my girlfriend in some way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I wasn't paying for her dinners or whatever the fuck it was. And then she went out with a guy and was like all over the moon that her dinner was paid for. Or that she was treated like a lady or something like that.
But this is why I'm saying is like you should pay attention to the needs and the wants. And if somebody's expressing something to you, whether it's a man expressing like to their girlfriend or vice versa, listen. That's the whole point. You need to listen. So if you can correct things that are happening right in front of you. But sometimes some people are just so dense. Like it's just like they don't, you know what I mean? Until something happens right in front of them and then they get upset. But it's just like your girl or your guy's been saying, hey, same shit over and over and over again. But nothing's happening. So then, therefore, if somebody else is going to come down your way, like a best friend of the opposite sex, and fucking show them exactly what you're not providing, what we said earlier, you're going to fucking go and do that. It means nothing, but you're getting that from that person.
Right, and then you'll feel bad about it and whatever
But then that's not your problem.
Well, my thing that I don't like is when I do something, when I find out that I did something nice.
Yeah.
Then I'll tell you who it is after. But there's somebody who I bought a Starbucks cup. You could probably know. I bought somebody a Starbucks cup because I was like, wow, that's a really nice Starbucks cup. I've never seen a nice Starbucks cup like that. Fuck it, I'll grab it. So I bought it. I gave it to that person. Turns out that was her birthday gift from her boyfriend. But I had gifted it to her 2 weeks before. Okay, how the fuck was I supposed to know that?
You didn't?
But oh boy, apparently I'm the mark of the beast. I'm the evil one. And so I heard all about how this guy's like has a vendetta against me. Because he's like, oh, he's doing this. And I'm like, my whole thing is, okay, all you're doing is making your life harder because you're you're messing around with your girlfriend, right? You're giving her a hard time about all of this. You're saying, oh, this guy does this and this guy does that, and I don't like that, and it's your fault, and whatever else. And all you're doing is making her hate you more over nothing. Because at the end of the day, she's not coming home to me. We're not going out for dates. We're not doing anything. You guys are the ones doing that. I just did something nice because I happen to know that they like Starbucks cups. And it's so stupid when people get all up in their feeling about this. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, exactly. I think there's a couple other questions that I wrote down. I don't know if they're going to be good, but let me check.
Okay.
Okay, where is it? Okay. I'm just going through that one we've already answered.
Yep.
Okay, well, this will be a yes or no. Would you date someone who has a BFF of the opposite sex?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say case-by-case basis.
Yeah. But that's, I would.
But that's part of your yes.
Yeah.
Because, like, if they're obviously, like, in love, and, oh, no, they're my BFF. Like, I want to date you. I'd be like,
yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever lost a relationship because of...
Yep. Yep.
You have?
Yep.
Okay, I've never lost...
I have.
I've cut a relationship off.
I was dating a guy, this was back in high school, and it was like, still like the beginning stages, but he liked me a lot, okay? So, I don't know if I told you this. They went out to STC together.
Oh, I think you told me this.
And then they started like hanging out and whatever, and then apparently, like, I think he had kissed her or something, he made a move on her, and I was like, and she was like one of my really good, like, best friends, and I was like, huh? So then, like, word got around to me, and then there was like, she came up to me and said, oh, it wasn't like that. I'm like, you know what? You could go fuck yourself, and you can go fuck yourself too. And since then, I'm like, I've run into her many times because my really good best friend, we were all best friends, but now I'm not even friends with who used to be my really good friend. So we're not friends anymore, but every time I saw her, I'm like, you fucking bitch. Like, why would you you know that we're dating, and you fucking just want to just do that? You fucking bitch. Like, fuck you. You both can go fuck off. And then he tried to like talk to me. I'm like, no. You know what? No. Sorry.
Well, see, I've never lost someone because of a best friend. I've had an ex date my nemesis. I say nemesis. Like I'm a fucking, villain or superhero or something. But no, like date the person that I had the most gripe with in the same setting. And we were always butting heads. I've had that happen. But I've cut off a relationship because I was like, you go have fun.
Yeah.
Because it was like, everything was good, we were dating, it was fine. And then this guy's name kept coming up. And then it went from like coming up to like breakfast, coming up to lunch. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'm not worried about it. But then I found out that when she said she was at home, she was actually out with him. And then it turned into lying, right? And I was just like, you know what? You go have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a friend. You go have fun with just a friend. I'm okay.
Is this the last one?
Yep.
Okay. I know more a bit about that now. Okay.
See, and you know what? The story I've been telling to people has been very mutual.
Yeah, no.
Very mutual, but that was why.
Yeah.
That was why, and I'll tell you more afterwards.
Yeah.
Now that the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, I was trying to be mutual about it in case things whatever picked up. But it was one of those things where like you see the disrespect coming.
Yeah.
And then you catch them in a few lies and a few instances, and you were just like, you know what? You go have fun.
Yeah.
I'll do my thing.
Yeah.
And then I think there was one more question I wanted to ask you.
Uh-huh. I have a good podcast suggestion for the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the pettiest boundary you've set around this? The problem with this question is I'm going to ask it just in case there is one.
Yeah.
But I don't think Natalie is the person to set a really petty boundary.
No, I really don't.
No, my boundaries, and I agree with you. My boundaries are kind of the same, where it's like, this is the don't go zone.
Yeah.
And like the don't go zone and like the don't even approach zone. Like as long as you do your thing and live your life normally, we're cool.
Yeah.
But when you start doing the fucked up shit, then we're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's no petty boundary. But
No.
I fucking know people who do stupid shit like,
oh yeah.
like, oh, you know, you have to call, when you're out with this guy, you have to call me every 20 minutes.
Yeah. Send me a picture of your location so I know that you're not hanging out at their house or whatever the stupid shit is.
Right, yes.
Like dumb things like that. Yeah. Check-ins, no, man, that's madness. I'm sorry.
It's
Madness.
just, well, it's like at that point, there's a line being crossed, like
that's
a bigger boundary.
Psychosis.
It is. It's just like, well, it's like obviously this person's uncomfortable, and like the fact that they have to do that is just crazy.
Yeah, that's
you guys
beyond.
just shouldn't be together.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. I feel like that was really juicy.
It was. I think
Hot
so too.
and juicy.
I think our next topic
Okay.
should be is it okay to date somebody that has dated somebody in your friendship circle?
To date someone,
Something like that.
Is it okay to date someone who's dated in your friendship circle?
Yeah, something to that effect.
Oh,
I like how you're
I already know my answer with that one.
I like how you're like, oh.
Short answer is till next
Till
time.
the next episode. Yeah.
Cliffhanger. Okay, everyone. Well, have a good day.
Yes,
Enjoy
the beautiful
This will be
day.
coming out. Oh, I hope it's not winter by the time this comes out.
No, what do you mean? Why did you say that? I'm like, yo, bro, you guys are like besties. There's fucking snow on the ground. It's a fucking blizzard.
It could be, but no, it'll be good. Yeah, you guys will see a lot. There's a lot of good episodes coming out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.